Well, we are nearing the late game of Factorio Space Age. Not the end game, perhaps, but the late game, where we are getting ready to go to Aquilo. And that is, I believe, a difficult challenge because the asteroids along the way to Aquilo are particularly tough. We'll need rocket turrets, I think, and we'll need a beefy space platform, and that's what we're going to focus on in this episode, is making sure we are completely and fully prepared for this journey. I think I'm going to do something a little different this time, and that is do most of the work off screen because it's just going to be little things, cleaning up the inefficiencies in my base and making sure we're upcycling all the low quality space platform things and getting all the quality stuff that I really want. And then I'll give you guys a little base tour at the end of this episode of all 4 of my bases, I guess, plus all my rocket ships. And then we'll go on to Aquilo, and we'll be ready to explore that final planet in the solar system next time. So, let's get started. The first thing I would love to do is start recycling a bunch of the end product stuff that I don't want to have common. So I started that process last time with foundries here. We're recycling the common foundries so that we'll get more uncommon foundries. And then also big miners and that sort of thing. And of course the modules. And I will continue that. Well, it seems I'm having some trouble with power, and I believe it's because my sulfuric acid intake is not quite enough to produce the steam I need. So I've started clearing out some room so I can get some sulfuric acid here, and it looks like I'll need to clear out one more worm. Let's give it a shot and see if I can do this without dying. I'm using artillery here. Oh, I missed. No. Oh, all right. Artillery for the win. That was the second and third worm that I've killed. So that was a lot easier than the first couple times I've done it. And I will cut and paste this down here because at some point I'm going to grab some coal that I saw here. So I'll cut through a couple territories down bottom. I did indeed clear out some space down here so we have more coal whenever I need it. But I've been chugging along and we are okay on coal, right? Yeah, we still have over 2 million here. Even our starter patch still doing fine. So I think all the productivity we've been doing has been making a huge difference. But my base is a lot bigger. So let me take you through a bit of a base tour. First, let's go back to where we all started from when we came down on Volcanus. It was right over here. Here's my starter base. Remember this? We set up some sulfuric acid, and then I had to go so far for the calcite. What felt like ages to the calcite. Shipped it on over here, started making stuff. This is not doing much right now, but we are still making like accumulators here. And batteries, I guess. And big miners, actually. Big miners. We have a few epic and a few rare. A lot of uncommon, which I should recycle, but I'm not going to bother doing that. And we are still using cliff explosives over here. But other than that, this is all pretty much offline. We come over here, though. This is not offline. I set up... this is all new. I set up some uncommon plastic because I have so much uncommon coal in my logistics network. And then I'm turning it into low-density structures, uncommon low-density structures, and recycling those. Look at all those copper plates and steel that we're getting. And then the plastic's just coming back around. So, yeah, we're getting a ton of quality plastic, copper plate, and steel. Whew. If we go up to this recycling thing, we can see we have way more than 20,000 of things like common circuits and a whole bunch of copper products and that uncommon coal, which I guess I'm just recycling in here. Who cares? This is a way for me to recycle the copper plates and steel a little faster because I noticed that heat pipes was super fast to craft. So if we have both steel and copper plates, then we'll turn them into heat pipes. That quickly got my steel plate situation under control. Anyways, let's go look at all this other new stuff I have. If we come right this way, this was my method for getting more quality iron plates and iron gears, is to turn the stuff into belts and undergrounds. And it looks like we are getting a ton of quality stuff through these recyclers, which is really good. That really helped the iron situation, the quality iron. And the logic is that if we need either uncommon plates or uncommon gears, then we will enable these inserters to turn the common plates and gears into belts and undergrounds. Same thing here. If we need epic stuff, which we don't, then we'll turn the rare stuff and get quality that way. And if we need uncommon, if we need rare, which we don't, we'll turn the uncommon stuff. Cool. Continuing on to the east, I have engines and batteries, which were appearing to be a bit of a bottleneck for me until I built these massive arrays of quality stuff. And the logic here is like, if we need either common or uncommon or rare or epic, then we will enable these. And then we'll recycle common if we don't need common, and we'll recycle uncommon if we don't need uncommon. Kind of same thing over here with the batteries, except I'm not recycling the batteries over here. Instead, I have a way to recycle batteries with accumulators, which I don't need to do. So common batteries, uncommon batteries here. And I don't know that I'm recycling rare batteries anywhere, really. I guess here. How many rare batteries do I have? I do have a lot of rare batteries, but that's okay. All right, I'm getting quality of the most random stuff, including nuclear reactors, which I don't know that I have any nuclear reactors. Shall we check? I do have some uncommon ones. Okay. Spaceship parts, we got lots of good spaceship parts. Pump jacks. I'll need to take pump jacks to Aquilo, I think, because a lot of the stuff there uses pump jacks. There's like 3 fluids, I think. I don't know. Chem plants, we're getting quality chem plants somewhere. I'm recycling some things over here. So the logic is like, for example, I'm requesting common chem plants, and then I'm inserting them if we have more common than uncommon. Same thing here, if we have more uncommon than rare. And then presumably some of these have gotten me some epic chem plants for me to take. All right, we got spaceship parts with the same logic here. We're recycling all the modules if we get too many modules. That way we get quality circuits. I have speed modules going. We have, all right, some epic speed module 3s and some rare speed module 3s. Cool, I'm not really using those for much. This is some random, like if I need epic copper cable, I can turn epic copper plates into copper cables. If I need, If I need uncommon iron plates, epic iron plates, rare iron plates, another way of making iron plates with pipes. Yeah. So a whole bunch of just random stuff like that. As I've needed it, I've just added just random recycling, random crafting, random upcycling as, you know, the logic occurs to me. Wow, what do you know? We need some more calcite. I've mined out a whole box of calcite. That's crazy. I think that started out as 1 million, so we're actually starting to go through some calcite. Cool, let's use these things. And then I think efficiency modules is good. So what's the resource drain on these? We have resource drain of 25%. That's pretty good. And then the productivity is 140%. So yeah. I mean, it starts to get a little silly, right? I feel like it starts to get a little silly. How does there not have power? What happened? Oh, this isn't connected to anything? Oh, wow, look at that. A little confusing there. All right, there we go. Well, I think that's going to do it on Volcanus. Let's get off this rock. But first, I want to make sure I take things from Volcanus to Aquila. And I'm going to, I guess, look at my techs to see. Let's see here. All right. We have unlocked Aquilo, and I want to see what quality stuff might be useful. It looks like the first building we're going to get is cryogenic plants. So I'm assuming we're going to want to build cryogenic plants on Aquilo and craft them. They have to be crafted on Aquilo. In order to get quality cryogenic plants, we would need quality processing units, quality superconductors, quality refined concrete. All I want to take from Volcanus here is the refined concrete. So I'll make sure I get refined concrete from Volcanus and ship it over. And then the lithium plate. How do we get quality lithium plate? Okay, so if we have quality lithium, we turn it into lithium plate. Cool. And then for lithium, lithium, brine, and ammonia are fluids. So all we need is a holmium plate. The holmium plate determines the quality of the lithium. One epic holmium plate turns into 5 epic lithium. 5 epic lithium turns into 5 epic lithium plates. So 1 epic holmium plate turns into 5 epic lithium plates, and that will mean I can get 1 epic cryogenic plant for every 4 epic holmium plate, right? That's pretty good. Then that's not including the productivity that we're going to get in the furnaces. And once we get a cryogenic plant, we'll have productivity in the cryogenic plant, won't we? Cool. Okay. So all that stuff is coming from Fulgora, except the refined concrete, which I think I already took up in my inventory. We have 5 more I can grab. And then I'll get some of the rare as well, I think. Let me launch it up to the Penguin. I'm also going to get some epic solar panels because I think we will be able to use those just a little bit on Aquila to kickstart some things. And then I need to look for chem plants. Which I just have some rare ones. What other epic stuff do we have? Spaceship stuff? I have spaceship stuff. No worries on that. Electric furnaces. There they are. Because I think there's a couple things that I need electric furnaces for, not foundries, right? Probably some recyclers too. All right, I think I'm good. Let's just go. And then I can send the ship back if it survives. If it survives. And we'll find out if it survives, won't we? But first, let's do a trial run and take the Penguin to Fulgora, right? We said Fulgora. I'm excited to show you guys this Aquila spaceship. It is probably the worst Aquila spaceship you've ever seen. We'll find out. It's very similar to my other spaceships, to be honest. Here we go. Penguin, baby. We've got a nuclear reactor. The ratios are perfect, I'm sure. Oh, let's see. I'm summoning 100 nuclear fuel, and then we're only using it if the accumulator skit low, and that way we'll use the solar panels as much as possible. Although I think once we get to Aquilo, the solar stops working. Let me also show you the Skua, because I reworked it similar to how I did the Penguin. It's got red ammo now. And the way I'm processing asteroids, pretty similar, but nice and clean and very compact, and it ends up being very fast. The asteroids do a loop. We dump the asteroids if there's too many on the belt. We reprocess them if there are too many on the belt as well. Then I have the regular copper and iron processing so that I can make the red ammo. And then down here is where I have my calcite, as well as ice and carbon for the chem plants providing the fuel. We're only making calcite if we need it. We're only making copper if we need it. Ice, carbon, and iron are just filling up the belt, and then we're using the good fuel recipe. We run out of fuel in the tank, but that's okay. This ship is still the fastest ship I have, which is important for the Skua because it's what takes our spoiling science from Gleba to Nauvis. Back to the Penguin. All right. Oh, apparently we're going to Nauvis, huh? I must have had it. Yeah, passenger present. So, Fulgora, right? And then we want to stay there for a while. Let's look at this Penguin bad boy. We're using the good fuel, and just one of those is pretty much enough. I have fuel tanks this time. We have rocket turrets. 6 of them up front. I'm using basic rockets, not the explosive rockets. That might be a mistake, but I was having trouble keeping up with explosives to get explosive rockets enough, because the only thing that explosive rockets consume more of is explosives. I have some advanced crushing going on if we need it, right? So if we need more of the advanced material on the belt, the advanced ones will work. If we need extra of the basic ingredient, these basic ones will work. I don't know that this carbon is pretty much ever running, because I think this advanced thing, let me see here, the 5-to-2 ratio is exactly what we need for explosives. So I don't know that the carbon is really working much. Oh, I guess we need it for fuel though. Yeah, we do, of course. And then I have some foundries and assemblers for the metals that we need for piercing rounds magazine and the rockets. Now, piercing rounds magazine, it got a buff, or it got cheaper in one of the recent updates of Factorio. So I am using it. Might not be great, but I think it's worth doing. Copper's pretty cheap anyways. Is that it? I think that's it. We just have a couple of chem plants providing water for our nuclear plant. Hopefully that's enough. I guess we're ready to hop on down and see what Fulgora's been up to. Same old, same old. I did put a fuel line in here instead of just relying on these iron chests. So it's fully automated now. That's good. Everything's pretty much the same, I think. We have a ton of epic quality stuff. I could send it to Volcanus if I really wanted to. Like, that would be so nice to have on Volcanus so that we could get better modules. I could just make better modules here, but I'm too lazy. So, we wanted... What was it? Let's look at this cryogenic plant again. We wanted blue chips and superconductors and holmium plates. Blue chips... Not very much. Let's bring some rare as well. Oh, we did have more refined concrete, but not very much again. Okay. And then holmium plates. And there was some other thing. Superconductors. Ooh, that's not bad. Not much new here. I did add Tesla turrets. And we can run on over to Gleba so we can check them out in action. Wow, okay. Those really crafted surprisingly fast. Because it seemed like I was making them out of trickle. They use plastic, actually. Turns out plastic is a bottleneck here. So I set up some more red circuit and low density recycling if we have more low density structures than plastic and more advanced circuits than plastic. Science is backed up, so it's all good. Holmium solution we actually ran out of. I think that's just residual from when I ran out of scrap on my outpost. I'm training scrap in from a nearby island. It's crazy how much more scrap there is on the small islands than the big islands and the medium islands. So yeah, there's my ship. How's the holmium solution? Pretty slow. It's just because I'm not getting enough holmium, I assume, right? Holmium's just a big bottleneck, yeah. All right, yeah, there's my train of scrap coming in. So I cleared out this scrap. Oh, apparently they had a little more scrap. Wait, where'd it go? It's here somewhere. Anyways, it was like 100K, right, that I cleared out. And up here, it's 40 million. 40 million. It's crazy. And yes, again, I am using quality modules on all my miners and quality modules on all my recyclers. Here, I'm recycling everything back down except these things. Holmium, stone, fuel, ice, anything that's rare or better. And all batteries, all blue chips, all low density structures because I needed those at my main base. But everything else we're recycling down, including like plastic and red circuits, which maybe I should change now, but I'm not gonna. We do have some fuel heating tower things, and it looks like this temperature is maxed pretty much. Okay, yeah, we're not using too much power up here. And it looks like I need better train logistics, right? The scrap runs low before the train gets back. Oh well, it's good enough. That's all Fulgora is good for. Let's send this stuff up into the Penguin. Oh wait, I might have another rocket silo ready. I set up a rocket silo automation thing. So let's see how many rocket silos I've got going. A 1! We have a 1 measly rocket silo. Let's just put it... I guess I'll depend on bots for this, huh? Oh, that was a lot of storage chests. Oh dear. We are automatically requesting. No, we're not automatically requesting. How long have I not been automatically requesting? That was a problem. Anyways, let's send up. Yeah, I don't want to automatically request that, do I? Let's send up that. All right, boy. Now it's my turn, I guess. Let's put back on automatic requests here. Yeah, there we go. All right. Back to the penguin. Gleba's next. Never mind. I forgot. There's one other thing. Which I might... I need all that stuff, don't I? I need processing units, holmium plates, superconductors, and supercapacitors. Dang it. I'm going to have to drop those back down. Because what's better than quality cryogenic plants? Quality mech armor, baby. I have, aboard the Penguin, some power armor. Let's go. Maybe I'll just drop it all down. And then it was, I already forgot, holmium plates, superconductors, and blue circuits. Oh, here's my holmium plates. Crazy. Why did I set this up? That was dumb. And then... Oh, I don't have enough epic, huh? So that's really surprising. Oh, it's because I'm not making, like, uncommon supercapacitors. I really should have. Well, that's sad. You think I can craft some epic ones? Real quick? What do I need for this? Yeah, I totally can. And just like that, we've got 50 epic supercapacitors. Why does it say I don't have... Oh, right, because it's not quality. Okay, sorry. Okay, so I got 100, I got 200, I got 50, I got 50, and I got the power armor. Let's do it, baby. Yeah, quality won't do anything. Sweet! That is some big equipment, or some big inventory. Holy crap. Holy crap. That's crazy talk. Absolutely bananas. All right, well, I guess I'm going to spend some time fixing that up, aren't I? Yeah, we're out of power. I'm so slow. All right. I guess we'll go fix up my mech armor first. What do you think? It's a lot of exoskeletons. I also remembered that we have a better battery we can make on Fulgora, so I'll pick up a portable fission reactor from Nauvis, and then I'll head on to Fulgora. So freaking fast. Ooh, hello, rare one. Cool. Let's put that away. Let's see. Max output 1.2. Ah, that's a lot better. Nice. Cool. Yep. We're filling the batteries up even when I move. No, we actually drain it when I move. All right. Well, that's the price you pay for speed. Holy crap, I'm fast. Especially on concrete. Why don't I have more concrete on my base? Because who cares? That's why. All right. Rocket this way. Oh, I need to show you guys my Nauvis base. Anything new? Not really. We have a bunch more productivity modules, and yeah, that's a lot of productivity, huh? let's send some good productivity modules to the Penguin, shall we?
We're making science red, green, blue. We're making just a tiny bit of purple because most of the purple is coming from Volcanus. A tiny bit of military, which is a bit of a shame. I should probably make more military science. How much am I storing? Yeah, I'm storing a lot. So that's, I guess, what I tell myself. We got lots of circuits going, including quality circuits for quality modules. These portable fission reactors chew through a lot of blue chips, don't they? I have sort of a quality module upcycling, shuffling thing going on, but I kind of gave up on it. It's fine. We got most of our quality on Volcanus now. My first little oil outpost that seemed so far away from my base at first. Copper. Let's see here. Let's just look at my resources. 2 million iron left. 5 million coal left. Oh, we still have our starting coal? Actually, is this our starting coal or is this our second coal outpost? In any case, that's unbelievable how little coal we're using now. And then stone is going full tilt. And uranium, of course. Lots and lots of uranium. My first copper outpost is finally gone.
So now we're training in copper from this one now. Which I think I have plenty of train throughput, unlike my Fulgora base. Yeah, plenty. All right. Let's look at my captive biter spawners. We were having some more issues, so I had to use my Spidertron with capture bot rockets to recapture them, and now I have these things hitting only the biters and stuff. Somehow they crept back in up here. So I'll just leave them there. Who cares? And flamethrowers have been working well. It's a bit of a piecemeal wall. I mean, I have this blueprint, but like every once in a while it'd be like, well, that's clearly where I expanded, isn't it? And I haven't bothered cleaning it up. Like, look at that beautiful corner. Why don't I have a wall there? No one knows. All right. Let's get off Nauvis and go check out Gleba. Well, the Gleba base store is super exciting, isn't it? And I'm noticing something that I need to fix, and that is we have spoilage that I need to, I guess, requester. Actually, no, I'll belt it over. Yeah, I'll belt it over real quick. Because every once in a while, stuff spoils in my Skua spaceship, which brings my agricultural science to Nauvis, of course. And let's check this out. We are requesting calcite. We are using foundries for the ore. I love my bacteria setup. If we need more ore in here, we are sending out a signal to send through the fruits. That way we don't waste fruits. Of course, you can't really waste fruits. However, at the beginning, when I first started on Gleba, I was really afraid of these stompers because I didn't have a good way of killing them. I didn't go to Fulgora until after I went to Gleba. You can't use flamethrowers. Well, maybe you can, but I don't know. I think the stompers and strafers and stuff just walk over walls. I never really tested that theory, so who knows. I was maybe overly cautious of the stompers and strafers, who haven't really bothered me much. My evolution factor on Gleba is now 0.83. So does that mean the big guys are coming? I wish it told me when they came as far as the evolution factor. But in any case, I'm feeling a lot better now because I have Tesla turrets. Cool. Tesla turrets for backing up my rocket turrets and my regular turrets. Yeah, having rocket turrets on Gleba is super helped too. Once I got those rocket turrets up and running, that really, really helped. Anyways, this was kind of my ore setup, and then down here I have my science and my rocket parts. So yeah, my logic on Gleba I'm not happy about. It was that if we need anything, then we will send these things through. Then we'll send the fruits up here. And if we don't need anything, then we won't send those through. And that has some issues with spoilage, right? Because the stuff that remains on the belt and stuff will start to spoil, and then all this stuff starts to spoil. But I think at least I've got it going now where it doesn't jack up. It doesn't stop. It'll restart itself using like assemblers making things from spoilage and that sort of thing. We don't, like, these are blinking at me because we don't need rocket fuel. Rocket fuel is full. So I've stopped sending nutrients there so that we don't waste the nutrients. The bioflux is a bit of an issue. Why is the bioflux such an issue? That's not a big issue. We're getting more. Right? These are working as fast as they can. I even have a beacon hitting them. Yeah, I have a beacon hitting them. So I don't know what you're complaining about, guys. Just make it faster. All right. Cool. I have 2 rocket silos now. And anything else you guys want to see? I don't know. I haven't used a lot of landfill. I still have not put down the overgrowth soil because I have found I don't really need to. I did have to expand Yamako, though. I was really running out of Yamako down here. Let's just do something fun and test out our defenses. What do you guys say? No stompers. Okay, well that's boring. What about up here? Oh, wait. I guess my artillery already killed those things? What about over here? Come on, stompers. Come get me. Okay, stompers are coming. Hopefully. Maybe I should go get them. I'll summon the beast. I'm so fast. I'm faster than artillery almost. That's cool. Where'd they go? Where are you? Hello. Oh, is that a big guy? A medium, okay. Come on. What are you doing? Come follow me. Ow. We made it. That's nowhere near good enough. Did you even fire? What was wrong with you, Tesla? I need to rewatch that. Man, they would have completely destroyed this thing. Oh well, I'm sure we'll be fine. My robots will just build everything. All right, guys, and that's Gleba. I don't think there's anything here we need to bring. I mean, maybe biochambers and bioflux is kind of a good thing. I know we will need carbon fiber at some point, but I will just set up some automatic stuff with that. Let's get to the penguin and then get to Aquilo. What do you guys say? Let's go for it, baby. Was my fuel full? Pretty much. So our speed is about 350 kilometers, I think. Let's see, I have this inserted to check how much ammo I have. I have 1,000 rockets on the belt, so that should be good. And they will start firing once I get to big asteroids. There they go. Oh boy, it's pretty dense. Pretty dense, eh? And I think I have these turrets set up to only fire on the medium ones, hopefully, because they do jack against the big ones. Looks good so far. Third of the way there. We made it. I don't believe it. That was easy. I just want to make sure this ship is going to be okay when we are stopped. I should have the rocket turret coverage. Yeah, those definitely overlap. Okay, so the rocket turret coverage should keep any of the big asteroids away. I think I have enough. No, not even close. Because I got to keep the other asteroids away too. Duh. Yeah. Need more of this, huh? That should be okay. All right. That should do the trick. Right? That's all Nauvis. That's not the penguin. Well, guys, I'll drop to Aquilo next time. Till then, y'all take care.